everybody. I'm Diane Lupo. Thank you so much for joining. This is December 3rd already. Can you believe it? It feels like it was just summer. And now we're in December and we're in Mercury retrograde. And it's a little crazy. And, I always ask Spirit, what should I focus on today? What do people need to hear? And I kept hearing the words rock bottom, rock bottom. And then I heard a politician, I had the TV on in the background, and I heard somebody say, well, there's a basement you can hit rock bottom, but then you just make sure you don't go down into the basement. And it made me think, we get stuck, we get caught up in negativity. We're thinking about Mercury retrograde, right? And we can get lower and lower and lower if we're not careful, if we don't pay attention. So I'm here to help you pay attention and climb back out of there, okay? If you feel like, oh my God, everything's going against me, everything's wrong, such as today in my home, the water heater started to drip. So that means the plumber's coming early in the morning. Hopefully nothing explodes. It's just a little drip. And then when my husband went to leave to the airport to pick up my son, he came back within 15 minutes because he had a flat tire. So we just switched cars and I said, Mercury retrograde. And then I saged everything in every corner of the house. So what do you do when you're feeling like, oh my God, what else can go wrong? And never say that. My husband does that. Like, well, what else is going to happen? Well, universe will always find a way to respond to your words. So when the stuff is hitting the fan, right? Don't get caught up in it and don't focus on it. And I don't even like using the word don't. Okay, redirect your focus. Okay, that just happened. So I'm going to do something very positive, and I'm going to maybe sit in prayer or light a white candle. In fact, I want to move this candle a little closer so I can feel the heat here. Not that it's cold, I just like the warmth of it. So you have to redirect your thoughts and watch your language. So you don't want to be manifesting more stuff, right? So when you do feel like the world is against you or everything's going wrong, or I know this happened in my life, when you have loss, it seems like you lose one person and then another and another and another. It happens that way in some families where a year later, there's instead of 10 people at the table, there's 6, right? And you're looking around going, wow, what the heck happened? And like I always say, death is not chronological, everybody. We don't know what our time clock is. So that's why if we get caught up in the negativity, that's a lot of wasted time that we could be enjoying things, creating, spending time with people we love. So what do you do when you feel like the ball it's just snowballing down the hill? Well, first you stop and you assess the situation. What is absolutely necessary? What needs my energy at this moment? And put your focus there and try to figure out, well, if there's nothing I can do about the water heater now, there's no sense dwelling on it. I'm just going to send it love and light. Hopefully maybe it's just a little thing that needs to be fixed, and it can be. So I'm going to just stop there. So just kind of assess everything. If it's death, and I mean, that happens, tragedies happen, trauma happens. Know that it's part of life. Death is a part of life. Trauma is a part of life, unfortunately, but we came here to learn and have these earthly human experiences. Those are earthly human experiences, so we have to get through them. How you get through them is how you equip yourself, right? I love the arrows in the quiver kind analogy. Like, how many arrows in your quiver do you have to pull yourself out? Well, so first we're going to assess the situation. And is there anything in my control that I can change? So if it's a health issue, that maybe if you went to a different physician or a physician, or if you started to eat properly, exercise properly, or if you just took the medicine the doctor told you to take, those things maybe are in your control. Some things are not. Okay, some things are not. But how can you make the situation better? How can you move up one rung on your ladder from I am in the rock bottom? Nobody's going in the basement. I don't want anyone to go down into the basement. But we're at the bottom rung of the ladder, and it's like, oh my God, everything's going wrong, right? So you look around, what's in your control? If there are things in your control, then start there. Start on the things that you can control. Some things are life lessons, some things are up to God, or whatever you believe in. The second thing you do after you assess is you clear the physical energy. So the first thing, as soon as everyone was out of the house, I got my big thing of sage and I cleared the energy here. And I did find some spots that were kind of, haven't done it in a while, right? Because it got cold and I didn't want to open all the windows. So I took care of that. I cleared the energy. What else can you do to clear negative space? A gazillion things. Okay. Just clear the clutter. Do you have clutter in your home? Clear the clutter. You'll see the energy will vibrate. Move your plants around. If you have some plants, maybe move them into different areas of the home that maybe need a little more love. Or if you don't have any plants, maybe get a couple of plants and look up what's good for the den. And this is where it's in the south part of my house. Do a little research, look it up, figure out some things you can do in your home. Go online, find a feng shui practitioner. There's one in Rhode Island, Creative Chi, but find a feng shui practitioner to help you possibly to get your house nice and balanced, nice and calm. Or simply light a white candle, sit and contemplate. Ask your angels and guides or your ancestors to walk through your home, clear your energy, and leave only positivity in your space. So there are many, many ways to clear energy. Salt in the corners, lighting a white candle, drums or vibrations, bells help. I use this to clear my cards and my crystals, right? It's frequency. It will clear, right? So music, what a great thing. Music. Crystals. Ugh, I'm not supposed to lift anything heavy. Crystals, right? These are our air purifiers. They will help. They emanate beautiful energy and they will collect any negative energy, right? Black rocks, black stones, obsidian. Oh, hematite. I think this is hematite. Yeah, a little hematite. Magnetic. So do what you can in your physical space. Third, clear your personal energy. I tell the story of how I was doing a sloppy manifestation job for new cars, and all of a sudden all 3 cars didn't work. So I kind of blame myself. That was my fault. So be careful with what you ask for and how you manifest, but clear your personal energy. So sometimes, I sit here, I might use my spray sage, Auntie Diane's Bitches Brew. I use this, make it myself, and you can make your own with any kind of essential oils that you like, sage, frankincense, myrrh. I use moon water, holy water, whatever you like the essence of. Some peppermint, lavender is nice, or you can use those little air things that blow the fragrance up. My guys hate those things, so and because of the cats, I never did. So it's up to you what you find. But for yourself, for your soul, clear your own energy. How are you talking to yourself? What are you saying? How are you talking to your partner or your friends or on the phone? Are you talking about people on the phone? Are you dishing the dirt? Or are you having nice, positive, uplifting conversations? All of those things create energy. And there's neuroscientific proof now. Dr. Joe Dispenza has done a lot of research and has a lot of proof for this pudding. And they have found in, quantum physics research that an imprint of a person, if you sit in a chair, your essence, your auric field can last for up to 40 days. So imagine that energy amplifying day after day after day and filling up your space. Well, it could get pretty thick, right? It could get pretty heavy. So think of your body. What are you saying? What are you thinking? How are you talking on the phone? Who are you talking about or with? Is it positive? If it's not, you need to change the channel. Okay. You need to work on that and clear your own personal energy. A Reiki session is great. I mentioned Creative Chi. In Rhode Island, I know you've got so many great places. Create a Go, Karen LaFlamme's Waves of Energy. Of course, these are all my students, but they're very good. Bewitched of Situate is in several locations now. So I know you can always find a Reiki practitioner who can help you clear your chakras. I do it every day. Sometimes today I was in the den and I just went on YouTube and I put on a nice little quick 10-minute clear your chakra meditation. I have them on my YouTube channel. So just go and find something to clear your own energy. So you've assessed the situation, you've cleared your space of clutter, negative energy, and really make sure that when you walk through your home, look around. Is there an area that you say, oh my God, that looks kind of tacky, or I don't like those colors? Get rid of it. Even if Aunt Tilly left it to you, 30 years ago, it's time. Take a picture of it or donate it. Let someone else enjoy it. But let your space be your sacred space and fill it with as much love and joy as possible. Then you will be functioning at a higher vibration, as will your home, which is its own entity too. It's its own energy. Your home, your cars, they all assimilate our energy. So if it's negative, you're getting, if you're griping all the way home in your car and then the next morning you get in it, guess what? You're probably going to gripe all the way to work. So change your channel, work on this. Next, number 4, set a goal. If you've you made the assessment and you say, well, there's one thing I can change. Maybe I can make a little more money so I won't be so stressed out about those bills. What can I do? Figure out an attainable goal. Maybe you can sell some things on eBay or have a little yard sale or whatever. There's so many different ways to help yourself up. You just have to be motivated to do it. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to be your cheerleader, okay? But set a small goal. Do one thing. Don't say, oh my God, I have to, do this and I have to do that. I have to get a new job. I have to pay the bills. If you sit there and make a long grocery list, you're going to be even more depressed and you might end up in the basement of rock bottom. I want you to be climbing out. So find one thing you can accomplish rather quickly. Look at your list and say, you know what? I know I can clear the clutter and I can sell some things on eBay, and that will probably give me enough money to pay for that water heater or the electric bill or whatever it is, or your grocery bill. Everyone's complaining about eggs. Maybe you could buy a whole lot of eggs with whatever you sell or you figure out. But a small goal, if it's your health, maybe you're going to say, I'm going to walk every day down to the stop sign and back. My neighbor did that. She said, I'm just going to walk to the stop sign. And then next, she was all around the neighborhood and she healed so much quicker. Yes, I'm talking about you. You know who you are. So set a very easy, attainable goal. Why? Because if you achieve something rather quickly, your momentum is going to start to build. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to be ready to climb up to that next rung if you're not already there. And from that next rung, now you can look around with a little more confidence, a little more positive energy and say, there might be something to this. I'm going to keep at it. So try it. What do you have to lose? Set a deadline for those steps too. So I'm going to clear the clutter and I'm going to put 5 things on Marketplace by the weekend, and that will give me the money to pay that bill, and that will be one less stress off my list. that's an attainable goal. And then on that day that you've accomplished that goal, go to the next thing on your list. It might take a little longer. It might be a little more of a difficult situation, but you can do it now. You've got the momentum. You've got the confidence. Number 5, pray, ask for help. You're not alone. You are not alone. I know I hear some people say, I don't have any family and everybody's left and whatever, they have a story. But then they talk about, oh, well, my neighbor came by, and then, oh, well, my cousin calls me every day. And so I'm hearing something different than what they're saying to me. And the other thing I know is when you ask universal source or God, or if you believe in Jesus or Mother Mary, when you or your grandmother or your great grandmother who you never met, if you call on them and ask them, could you please put helpful people in my situation? Could you please bring me opportunity for more money? Could you please help me with my health? Could you please make this journey a little bit easier? Sometimes when you ask, it is given. And I'm going to say it usually is. The timeline of when it arrives may depend on how pure your heart is, how strong your intention is. But the 5th thing is pray and be in gratitude. Those two go hand in hand. I have prayed gratitude because those two go hand in hand. If you sit down to pray and you sit down to ask for help, before you do, look around and recognize how many things and how many people and how many situations you have that are absolutely wonderful and you have to be grateful for. Look, you had the electricity and the time to tune in right now, and I'm so glad you did. So get going on that and let me know in the comments how you make out, or you can contact me at dianelupo444@gmail.com. If you would like a personal reading, you can contact me at dianelupo444@gmail.com. Be sure to like this page and hit the subscribe button and hit what else do you have to hit? The bell for notifications. I called on Mother Mary 2 nights ago on December 1st. I'm going to call again. Yesterday, we did the numbers 12/2/2024. Today's 12/3. So what number does this day come to? 12 is a 3, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, or 33, which is a real power number. Look that up. Spirituality galore. And 2024 is an 8. It has been a lot of work this year. So I have 338. Oh, my mother's old license plate number. Thanks, Mom. 6 plus 8 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 is all about change. So what do you need to change to get yourself out of this rock bottom and climb up that ladder? Do it. I'm going to pick a card from Mother Mary after I take a drink. Don't laugh at me. I think I just got a big whiff of that sage. And what does she want to say? Monday, the card was optimism, and I asked you to hold that through the month. This card is the feminine. And I allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. Now, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We all have yin and yang in us, right? We all have male and female aspects. So get in touch with your feminine side and nurture yourself. Be kind to yourself. If you have a rotten mother, then be a good mother to yourself. When I was a kid, I used to say, I'm raising myself. I was very independent and a little defiant. So I wanted to be my own mother. I pretty much was. But I had a great mom. Be a good mom to yourself. Nurture yourself. Honor the inner child. And take care of you. So that was number, 4 on the list, to really assess yourself and set those goals. Number 1 was to assess the situation. Number 3 was your personal energy. So take care of you, okay? Promise me that. I'm going to pull 3 cards now from my big deck. So what can we do next to help us move forward, to help us move up the ladder out of this rock bottom or close to rock bottom. And if anyone is in the basement, get to work. Come on. We'll throw you a lifeline. Here you go. Catch it. Catch it. Catch it. So give us some advice, angels, on what we can do to climb up quickly and easily to achieve our goals and to maybe bring healing or help to those who need it. Oh, they're lively. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Underlying is it's an 8. That's this year. There's a lot going on, but it's positive. So this, and I heard several astrologers say this morning about this month. It's going to be a busy month for everybody. It's the holiday season, but even not, I mean, look at today. Today, I can't even tell you what happened today. And I thought today was like a very easy, calm day. Well, it was anything but. There was no time for anything except that 10 minutes I took, doing the chakra clearing. Take some time for yourself. And they all said it. If you have 2 or 3 events to go to, you don't need to stay there for hours. Go for an hour. Arrive a little late, leave a little early. Honor your energy, please, please, please. Now let's see what the cards are. Oh, the Lovers. So balance, the Lovers, healing, a lot of healing, and make choices from the heart. So only do things if you really, really want to. Learn to say no. Learn to set boundaries. Boundaries are your best friend. It's also, if anyone is out there and you're really struggling with your healing, this is a great blessing card for you. I feel there is somebody out there who's in a lot of pain, and this is a great card for healing. It's telling you there is vibrant help accessible to you. Embrace it. Call on Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael sending you healing, love, and light. Our next card is about balance. So both cards here about balance. This is a 4. A 4 is about balance, 2 plus 2. It's also about spending and saving and doing it wisely. So if we're in a little bit of arrears with the budget, maybe that's one of the things you're going to assess and look at. It's nice to be charitable. It's nice to be generous, but some years it's okay to cut back. It's okay to cut back. Cut yourself some slack and move on. Okay, so this is the 8 of Cups. I really feel that if you tuned in right now, it's when you saw that rock bottom, you in the 4, the cups, the cups are an emotional card. The 4 of Pentacles, you may be struggling with money. Some of you are struggling with health, I feel, from the Lovers. So this may be someone struggling with their relationship. So I asked the universe to cover all bases, and they did. Health, money, and love. And perhaps it is time to move on. If you're not getting what you need from a relationship, honor yourself, okay? Honor yourself. Make sure you're kind to yourself. It's okay. Sometimes you have to say it's time to move on. It may be a big life change. It may be scary. But hey, if you have a dog, you're not alone, right? Or a cat, you're not alone. It's okay. And it doesn't matter how old you are. And it doesn't matter, if you've already failed at another relationship. Sometimes it's the way it is. And people are put in our lives so that we learn to honor ourselves. So you take care of you, because you are the light to light others' ways. Otherwise, you wouldn't have tuned in to this show. You wouldn't have tuned in to hear these words, and you certainly wouldn't have stayed till the end here. So you are a light. You are a healer. So take care of you so you can light others' ways. And then everybody can raise the vibration of this earth. I love you. I send you blessings, healing, lots of money, lots of prosperity, and lots of love.